Hello? Hello? Yes, hello. Sorry, had a little bit of technical difficulties for a second there. Namely that I did not know whether or not I was actually holding the right controller. There we go. How are we doing, everyone? As you can see, it's cold up here. Very cold, so cold. Hey, Platy. Howdy, Xavier. Hey, John. Yeah, we were just talking about this game, weren't we? The area around the fire giant is an interesting one for all fauna around. Is that so? I do see the troll. I do find it very interesting how the trolls grow hair up here. So they're like giant yetis. Wait. Is that a different sword? No, that's still the same sword they own, right? It looks a little different. Just in case. I think it's the same sword. It might just be the lighting, but... Oh, speaking of things I... Speaking of things which are different... Ow! Ah! I see. This is gonna be one of those areas. Fun fact, apparently all the giant dogs in the mountains are immune to the beast repellent torch. Wait. There's a beast repellent torch? What is this? I have to... Where is this beast repellent torch you speak of? Wait, actually this would be a good... No, it's the same sword. I'm crazy. Well, like, is this different? No, it's not. It's definitely just a lighting thing. Alright. The troll just trolled you. Should fight one. They fight different than the other trolls for longer than 10 seconds. Great, no Tengeron. Hey, Dean Sith. Alright, so where's this beast repellent torch? Do I not own it yet? Is that why? Is that why I do not know of this thing? Yeah, I don't think I own it. Oh my gosh, torch is its own weapon class? That is hilarious. I didn't realize that. Okay. Woo! I'm staying far away from you. Now, I don't know if you noticed, chat, but I'm wearing a different talisman today. Oh. I decided to put on this, which makes my spells, make me have like 2 or 3 extra spells on my FP bar, which I'm actually enjoying a lot. Because as we can see, I'm getting really close to 70 dexterity, so I don't really need the Radigan talisman at this point. Oh my, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you here? Ow! Oh no, they're everywhere, chat. This is the part of the game where clearly they just want me to kind of rush by and ignore all the enemies, because I ain't killing all this shit. I can survive. See? Oh. Sir, I don't think you're gonna get a lot of heat squatting next to that tree. There's the hero's grave, chat. It does exist. You get it from the merchant in Dragon Barrel? Okay, yeah, then I never bought it, that's why. There's 3 times more torches than flails. That's actually impressive. That's actually kind of impressive. They really hated the flail, huh? Well, to be fair, I think flails are new to this game, so... They probably just designed, like, the 1 or 2. Not falling for that. How very fitting to put the giant war monument right here, huh? I didn't charge properly. Oh wow, that killed him. Must have hit his sweet spot or something. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like, okay, the giant war, heroes fight, trolls betray, the fire gets defeated, and the age of the Erd Tree begins. So are we doing Fire Giant, not Ronnie's quest? We're not doing Fire Giant, don't worry. I'm gonna try to finish up this summit outside of Fire Giant, so we can just do Fire Giant right away on another stream. I'm thinking we're gonna try to finish up the snowfields. Oh. Well, it wouldn't be a Loki stream if I didn't fall to my death in hilarious fashion. Wait, 2 times. I keep forgetting the chain flail. I think there's 6 torches in total. That is insane. They were like, we will give you every kind of torch imaginable, even though it will be an absolute shit weapon, no matter what. Oh, bastard stars. That's the other flail. Gotcha. Well, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna have so much farming to do by the end of this, I get the feeling. We need to do the other parts of the mountaintops with the river and stuff. I still have that to complete as well. So yeah, let's try to complete as much as this is possible. Godfrey's Road. I do find it funny, though, that there is a cliff that is this perfectly thin little cliffside, and they're like, you know what? Let's just make it somewhat flatter for us to cross, even though it's, as we can see, not really flat right now. I guess Godfrey and company were not very confident in their chances of crossing it, as it was with all those sharp little points to the cliffside, I imagine. They were like, let's just get some blocks to flatten it out. Uh-huh. Champions battle, the trolls trolled. Are you killing him, the giant, today? No, man, we're not doing giant today. I want giant to be his own stream, because I've heard a lot of bad things about this man, so I'd rather just do it at the beginning of a stream than possibly feel like I have to extend a stream because he just won't die. So there's the village. So there's the Zamor's village. There's the Great Lift of Rold right over there. There's the destroyed minor tree. Yeah. Alright, make sure there's no items around here. Man, it feels weird to be all the way here, huh? Oh, wait, don't I have a picture I need to look at some point? Yeah. I think I know where that is. Oh, I never got the map for... Oh, no, that's Consecrated Snowfield. Never mind. I think that's somewhere, like, here or here. Maybe. So we'll go around there later. Yep, I don't see anything else. Is there a distinct symbol on these hero graves that we could make out, or... No, not really. I think it's just, ooh, I think I'm missing some stuff. Hey, it's the Stormveil thorns on the giants. I think it's just reuse assets, same all used for the door to the Erd tree for those thorns. Yeah, the thing is, the moment you realize that Deathblight has its own special quote-unquote thorns made of maggots and shit, and that the Stormveil thorns are not that, it's like, oh, well, that's awkward. It's the same thing with, like, the Exile Soldiers here at Castle Sol. Like, ouch. That makes things real awkward. We find these a lot. A sealed room right next to these altars. But I don't really notice the significance. Oh, what's this? What? A library? Flame protect me. Oh. Oh, so this is where the corpse with flame protect me is. I have to include this in my analysis now. I didn't realize they'd sealed library. Okay. So that's why flame protect me is here. It's a library for all the arts and stuff from the Giant War for flame monks to look at and study. Coolio. Yep. Let's see. I think you'll be fine. Platy, that does not inspire confidence. He's weak to magic. Is that good to know? Is that so? Good to know, man. Maybe it won't be so bad for me. Should also just use the Haley Tree Medallion, get to Grace to get there easier when you need that too later. Ooh, that's true. Let's remember to do that at the end of the stream. Are the Exiled Soldiers not supposed to be at Castle Sol? No, it's not that they're not supposed to be at Castle Sol, John. It's that they have the thorns covering them, right? But those should be, presumably, Deathblight thorns like they're supposed to be at Stormveil. But again, as I pointed out earlier, the Stormveil thorns aren't actually Deathblight thorns. It's clearly just reusing assets. I don't know what the original idea for the thorns was for all of those guys, but that ain't it. But the idea seems to be that Castle Sol is the same thing, because if you recall, there's a bunch of Deathblight all around this graveyard here. So presumably the idea is that they caught the Deathblight from here. So it's like, okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't change the fact that the thorns are still not Deathblight. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Man, having less HP when I already have... Oh, wow, that actually worked. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that to actually pull up. What? There's no body here? That's interesting. And it's just runes. Okay, sure. Whatever, I guess. Also, make sure you do the other things before completing Farm Azula. FA is a point of no return for a lot of quests. Gotcha. Don't worry, we'll be doing Farm Azula, like, dead last. I'm probably going to be screwing around with Ronnie's quest before we do Farm Azula. Like I said, I just want to finish up the summit so we can be ready to hit the giant. So we're going to need those torch things, right? I can't remember. Is this the two... No, this isn't Two Fingers, right? This is the Fire Giant Sigil when you're casting their incantations, right? I should say Fire Giant. I should say Fire Monk. Am I right? This is the... Oh. This is interesting. I have quite a few little added extra details to include. I did not realize you make horrifying noises. They're so quiet. Also, you have extra runes for me. I got it. Yeah, 4K. Come on, come on. Again, the lack of music makes this terrifying. I gotta time that better. Well, that's new. Gotta turn down my volume because of that. That's a little loud. 2 fingers are 2 rings of their weird letters. Oh, so this would be 2 fingers then? It's not fire monks? If I remember, there was an item that says it's the curse of grafting. Since thorns are associated with the guilty, makes me wonder if it's a... Okay, no. What it says, actually, is that, at least in the Japanese version, it questions if it's the curse of grafting, but what it alludes to is that it's actually something that's much deeper down below. And again, if you recall, the corruption in Stormvale is basically all the left side, right? It's all from here, here, and I think it spreads maybe a little bit to the right side here with the back end, but it's basically all left side problem of the castle. That also is the explanation for why it's happening here. Because we'll actually see I left marks here of these forest areas to show there's thorns actually growing in the Chapel of Anticipation, just like in Stormvale. So this is presumably the reason why this entire area is unstable, because, again, much like the castle itself, it's all being destabilized by the thorns and stuff that are growing, and all the little corruption splotches, which, again, are the cause of Godwin's face down here, right? This is the entire point. It's like, oh, is it the curse of grafting, or is it something deeper down below? And it's like, okay, well, we go deep down below the castle, and we're like, okay, it's Godwin. There's music. It's mostly just timpani and drones, though. Yeah, I know that it says that. I'm just wondering if it's a reference to its original intention. Oh, I see what you mean, Xavier. Could that be the original intention, to use the curse of grafting? Maybe. It could also be that the idea was just, like, they're exiled criminals, and therefore, like, they're exiled as criminals, so therefore they have thorns on their stuff, much like how we see thorns associated with criminals in other contexts. It could just be something as simple... Oh, right. You need to... Let's go up here. It could be something as simple as that. So the Erdtree Cross existed as early as the Crucible era. It wasn't like a product created post-Crucible. Good. Oh, wow. Hey, Water Time. I think you're new. Welcome. Have you noticed any off performance since the recent PC update? Not really. Have you guys noticed anything, chat? I think everything's been running pretty smoothly. I mean, we had that one instance where my game just crashed, but that's normal in Elden Ring. Every now and then the game just freezes up and crashes. I don't know why it does that. Why do you CTD? Interesting they have fancy chairs here. What a lovely grace. How you hanging? I'm hanging pretty well, Adolphus. As you can see, we're enjoying the Giant's Hero grave. Yeah, this is probably 2 fingers, huh? Because it looks like it's 2 fingers runic code. I'm on PS5. Ah, I see. No problems on your processing there, you think? I'll be honest, I was expecting that to be a fake, but I guess if it has a torch, it can't be fake. Oh no. I noticed you actually have a face. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I really have not been paying attention. Yeah, okay. Really? You're not a trap? Okay. I'm trusting you. I think I see something in the notes. Some areas will be retraced by default or something weird. Oh, that is, that's a bit weird for sure. I wonder if it's a glitch or something that they weren't able to work out. I'll be honest, I think ray tracing was a disaster and should not have been done, period. Ow. Ow. I farmed that one fucking fire monk for 6 hours for a stupid sword. He's the only one in the whole game who has it. Oh, and I just casually picked it up first try. I'm sorry, Platy. Please forgive me. I promise I'll be a good Loki. Ow! Please don't steal my firstborn and eat him. We love shortcuts, chat. Oh, it still remembers. Oh, you've got it. Dang it. I'm now trapped in here. Woo! No, kind of. Like, I'm not crazy, right? It kind of looks like when they do incantations for fire, it looks similar to the two fingers thing, right? I have bad luck sometimes. Well, it doesn't make much visual differences here. Yeah, I'll be honest. I just don't think the ray tracing was a good idea. See, like I told you guys before, I thought it was a bad idea from them in terms of just like doing a lazy ray tracing. They would have to fix every single lighting source because just the way that FromSoft does lighting, it's very non-diegetic, right? Like you'll have some stuff where it's like, oh, there's a candle, so this is a light source. But a lot of times it'll be like, oh, we want to highlight this door, so we'll plop a giant bright, like unexplainable light right there, so that way in this dark room it'll be the most noticeable thing for you. And it's like, how do you make that work with ray tracing? You can't. So I would figure they'd have to figure out a way to fix all that stuff in order to do the ray tracing. But no, they just did the lazy thing and like made it where like it works with grass, and I don't know, that's about it. I'm just incredibly disappointed. They really just half-assed it, and I don't think it was worth doing in the first place now. Thank you. I'm actually using this shit more. You check the symbol in the giant's flame pot. Can I make one of those? I think I picked up the cookbook for it. Let's item craft. No, yeah, it's slightly different. That's definitely a two-finger symbol we're looking at. That's interesting, though. Two fingers thing are being hung. I guess that means it... Because I think it's the normal Lindell banners in the Orisa tombs. So I don't want to say it's necessarily era denoting. Is there a reason I'd want to do this? Maybe... Yeah, okay. I see you, buddy. And you're both dead. That's clever. Ah! Run away! Gee, the flags themselves look like two fingers. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense, because you got, like, the runic script at the bottom with the two, with the forked area looking like fingers, and then you got, of course, the two-finger symbol at the top. The RT definitely wasn't worth it. Feels like something tacked on because some C-suited asshole wanted it. I'm telling you, I think FromSoftware did it because they heard some of the feedback from the Demon Souls remake about how their stuff wasn't graphically up to snuff, and you can kind of see it in the interviews with Miyazaki. He kind of seems almost like sniveling, apologetic about it. So I get the feeling like they were just like, okay, we'll prove that we can be hip, we're modern and all that. We can do this new RT thing, and they decided they would try ray tracing, and well, we can see the result. FromSoft should just not focus on that shit. They should focus on making good games. I get the feeling that the DLC, if it does come out, like, in October or some shit, or, like, next year or something, that it's because this ray tracing thing took up so much unnecessary development time on the coding end. The cranial vessel candlestick is a fun description. Yeah, it's about one of the guys who was like, I shall prove you guys aren't being faithful enough. I shall prove by example of what devotion looks like. I will tear off my head and have it placed on a candlestick. It's like, oh, okay, buddy. Where is the weapon? What weapon type would it be? I guess it must be up here that I missed. Yeah, here it is. Cranial vessel candle stand, used by the for the worship of Burak, the most hallowed monk, prelate of the Giant's Flame. Concerned over the lazy arrogance from which the monks treated the flame, Burak severed his own head as a lesson to the others, intending it to be used as a candle stand. His fate yet smolders from within the cranial vessel. Like, oh boy. Okay, something's supposed to be lifted up here, clearly. Yeah, that doesn't open. Oh, that could be bad news. But there's nowhere else to go. Okay. I foresee this leading to many bad things. Oh, one of these chapels. Alright, what am I gonna have to face down here? Oh no. Ow! Wait, did the fire giant attack me? Ow. Oh. Alright. How? Oh, I see now. There's something behind me. Oh boy. I just didn't know what the hell I was going against for a second there. It's been a while since I've gone against a prelate. I don't expect this to happen, but if they were going to add something, remove the 60 FPS cap, yeah, that's never going to happen, I don't think. That's pretty much the only thing from the PC side that would be very appreciated. The monks were once working for the Erdtree faction, then were seduced by the Fell Flame, so that may be why the two-finger sigil is in this tomb. It's possible. The thing is that we have evidence of the at least the first fire monks were already using the flame during the Giant War. So I do kind of find it weird with this tomb being built up along with the Watchers being built up simultaneously that they would not be using their own symbol instead the two-finger symbol. But I guess again it might make sense in the context of the Giant War is very important to the Two Fingers and the establishment of Marika's godhood, because after unifying the plateau from which the Erdtree stands, you need to get rid of the biggest impediment to the flame. I mean, sorry, to the tree, which is, of course, the Flame of Ruin. So I can kind of understand the idea. Let's see. Hey, I'm gonna head out. Be listening to music and lurking on Discord, though. Pasta la vista, my amigos. See ya, Adolphus. Good to see you. Good to have you. I think they'll remove it because I recall the game speed is tied to frame rate. Yeah, I just think the way FromSoft codes and designs things is just very archaic. Yeah, I'd be asking them to work the game from the ground up, exactly. I also missed that lever for a few minutes. It's Smo, yeah, exactly. Smo, you came back, and you learned a few new tricks. I'm an idiot. I thought it would disappear by now. Yeah, you suffer too. Reminder, chat, I have like 100k I need to farm right now because I lost like 60k before streaming. Trying to check something out real quick. Man, it's amazing what happens when you decide you're going to play your squishy mage instead of your confessor. Oh. Oh no, that's way... I was not sprinting fast enough, apparently. Wait, what? I saw fire burst here, why? What did I do? What did I do? Oh. Ow. Ow, darn. Well, at least the elevator lift is up. Man, this second half of this hero's grave is brutal. I lost so many runes because of the imps in the Shining Grounds on multiple occasions. Yeah, that's another area that's rough. I'll be honest, copy-pasting Lothric Slaves was the worst thing about this game. It's like, why? Why, of all the lazy enemy copy-paste you could do, you had to pick the Lothric Slaves, one of the most obnoxious enemies in Dark Souls 3. You missed an illusory wall. Did I? Well, you know what? Hi, man. I'm a little busy to care about that. I could have swore I got the illusory wall at the beginning of the area, so if there's another one, well, darn. I-Man is the best. Yeah, we love I-Man here. Oh, speaking of I-Man, you asked a question earlier. What's the ray tracing anyway? Ray tracing is it's the idea of dynamic lighting, essentially, where, okay, this is currently having a light source where they put the light object and then they put a separate light source here over it in order to simulate the idea that it lights. And the way it lights things is based on a sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, like, it's based on a certain code setup that isn't necessarily completely realistic, right? It doesn't account for a lot of other factors, such as how light realistically bounces off different materials, how it passes through different materials, how it therefore shadows because of the way that it bounces off and stuff, how it has a sort of aura to it that allows it to be like, okay, this necessarily wouldn't be that dark, because there may be some bouncing of the lights around here that would make this maybe a little brighter or something, right? What ray tracing does is it's able to calculate every single area that the light ray would theoretically touch, how it would interact with that material, and then therefore how that would interact with the shadows and the lighting. So therefore it causes, say, a leaf. So leaves aren't solid objects, they're thin enough that light can pass through them to a certain extent, right? So therefore the light, oh, that's cool. So that's why you send the thing back up. Good to know. Huh. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So essentially the ray tracing allows it so that way you can have more realistic lighting in your video game. Now the problem is that FromSoftware didn't really go all the way with what ray tracing is supposed to do and why people like it. So it's kind of like, okay, you can have a leaf that'll have light passing through it and it'll realistically light things up in a way where it's like, okay, the light passes through the leaf and it bounces off, so that where the shadows aren't saying necessarily so harsh, etc. Like stuff like that. Yeah, light volume placed on top of an object, or in the case it's situated on top of the torch and inside the fire emitter. Yeah. Archery makes the light a little more literal. Exactly. It's basically just a better way of realistically simulating lighting and shadows. The problem is, obviously, you have to be able to design your game in a way to accommodate that type of lighting, because FromSoft games are not designed that way. They're designed to be very creative with lighting choices in an artistic sense. And this game wasn't designed with ray tracing from the ground up, so there's no way to really... there was no way really for them to do it without completely redesigning everything. It's like, well, clearly they weren't willing to do that. Alright. Oh no. Ouch. That hurt. Ow. Realistic lighting in a high fantasy game. I mean, there's no problem with having realistic lighting in high fantasy. The problem is that the game just wasn't designed with that. And Elden Ring is just so creative with its lighting sources that unless they did have that in mind from the beginning, they clearly they just weren't prepared to actually do what would it take to do proper ray tracing. So we get this half-assed ray tracing. FromSoft's implementation of ray tracing reminds me of certain studios' implementation of rollback in fighting games. Me just trying to get a good look at the prelate without aggroing. Again, Elden Ring's gonna be one of those games where after I beat it, I'm gonna go immediately find a cheat engine free cam and never play legitimately again. It's just getting to the point where it could be worth turning on in some games. There are other more traditional ways to have great lighting that cost much less performance. Yeah, I feel like ray tracing is one of those things that will probably get to a point eventually where like every game will have its standard. I'm thinking it's going to be in like 1 or 2 generations from now. I think right now the tech is still, we just don't have the processing power for it to be consistently used by all game developers. But I do think eventually it's going to be like 3D and, you know, volumetric shadows and all that other stuff, where eventually it's going to just become the standard. And you're going to find, like, maybe some indie games and stuff that are not going to use it. But I think, like, generally, it's going to just become, at least for AAA games, going to be the thing that everyone's going to be using by default, and no one's going to even think about it. Let's get rid of this guy first, because, clearly, I don't want to get blasted over the edge. Oh. I'll be honest, I expected you to keep going. What? Coward? Again, interesting how the trolls inside this area doesn't grow the fur. Somewhere a heavy door is open. What? Oh, so it has. Wait, is this the way to the boss? I'll be honest, I thought I'd be opening a lever. No pulling the lever? No, not at all. I guess they didn't have... I guess they thought they didn't need to. Just a bunch of giants. I hope the door remains open even after you kill this troll. And, like, he respawns, I assume. Do you have the sneaky items like the Crepus Talisman? I think I have Crepus, yeah. Where is it? Ah, here it is, yeah. Crepus's vial. Minecraft RTX bring $1,000 GPU to its knees, etc. Lol. Unless you have Money Tree, it's questionable for most people at this point. Yeah, I think for just a lot of games, it just isn't that thing that everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I want to play ray tracing with this. I think it's mostly for streamers at the moment. Apparently they are reworking netcode for Tekken 7 to test it for Tekken 8. Ooh. Let's see. The troll was the key. I suppose that's true. Trolling is the key. Well, then I am a master of it. Fell God, my troll is not your key. So our man just keeps on bumping his chest, being like, "Oh man, I got some major heartburn." All right, so. And dead. A giant seal? Wait, just casually picking up a grave glovewort there? Okay, sure, whatever. This will take me back to that staircase, right? Ah, but there's other paths that which I can get killed down. Oh, God. Lord have mercy, what the hell am I about to do? I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Oh, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Oh, I know what I have to do, don't I? No, wait a second, I can't. Because I can't go back up, so I can't bring up the thing. Oh, no. Oh, no, I may have trapped myself. It's pretty hype, yeah. Always good when fighting games improve netcode. Funny to say it's for streamers, but most streaming coding is such ass that you wouldn't notice it anyways. Yeah, but you know, there's always the streamers that really like to have like their maximum high-end wares or whatever. I do appreciate the good graphics, don't get me wrong, but the gameplay has got to be there. Just look at Vampire Survivors blowing up, for example. Yeah, well, yeah, again, graphics is not everything. FromSoft is proof of that. Their games have never been the top of the line graphically. They've always been focused more on art style over graphics. But, that said, I think it is also fair to say... Oh wow, I actually managed to survive that. Yeah, we have to lower this first before I can do anything. Which means we have to go back upstairs. But here's the question. Do I need to kill these guys to do anything? Because I can just do this, can't I? Like, I don't see a door I can open or anything if I kill those guys. You'll need to hit the lever for the elevator whilst avoiding the kitties. So many people and so few likes. People like the stream. Yeah, what Iron said. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can watch more of this thrilling content of me getting my face pummeled in by my own idiocy. Alright, I guess we should see what this is about. Yeah, you don't need to kill them. Gotcha. I think they drop something. Okay, do they drop something, though? Is there a unique reward I get if I kill them both? Because if not, we're going straight down there. I can't wait to see what I die. Oh wait, this is the ancient hero of Zamor, right? I think. Okay, so I think I can handle that fine. Yeah, that's for charging. God, I need the more advanced version of this Graven School Talisman. I don't recall them dropping something, so if they did, I wasn't impressed. You almost channeled Maximilian Pegasus right there. Oh, is that so, Waterboy? Oh dear me. It's time for a toontascular time. Actually, this we got our little woman statues for America. That we do. Loki is Yukio. Is that so? Why was I not informed of this? Again, we'll see if I can just do this. Oh no. He's not stupid, chat. He's not dumb. What will I do, chat? He has learned the secret art of dodge. Well, that's what we have Stars of Ruin for. Thank you for the stake of America. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, everyone, what was that? I completely forgot that it's an enemy that dodges. Well, and now my turn. Time to set a trap. And now, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Attack with white lightning. Nope. Nope. And would you look at that? I won the duel. Catch you later, Zamora boy. That's literally me playing Devil Jin on Tekken when when they duck the laser. Dead as a doornail. Yep, I was dead as a doornail, but now he is the one who is as dead as a doornail. Let's see. I'll be honest, we covered quite a bit here that I really liked. Alright. So that's done. We covered this. So it's just this upper section here. And I assume this is the giant boss arena. Alright, so we'll take a break from Giant Land and go back to here. Yeah, Ancient Snow Valley Ruins we'll go to. What's the stuff that returns you to the entrance of a dungeon? I assume it's just generic, no lore significant whatsoever, just like generic, like, hey, here's a path back so you can have a quality of life feature. I'm at least not looking too deep into it. I'm just gonna accept the free hand. OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so cheesy, the best. Yu-Gi-Oh! In general is just cheesy. I mean, to be fair, when the premise of your game is that all problems will be somehow solved with a card game, I mean, it's kind of inherent that it's going to be a little cheesy. The dub makes it even makes it even more so, just because of, well, both the script writing as well as the removal of some of the more quote unquote serious stuff. It's like, okay, we'll play the card game, but we're gonna add like saw blades or some shit, right? Like, it's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be like real stakes, so the innocent game has like some actual like teeth to it. But like when you get to the later seasons, a lot of times it's just like, oh, no, it's just these like bodyguards, instead of like using their guns and taking in, they're gonna challenge you to a card game. This prison, it runs on card games apparently. With the prison warden, because, you know, that makes sense. I love a game which in part relies entirely on luck, where if your hand bricks, you'll basically lose out and cause all your responsibilities and duties to completely fall through. That's the best way to reliably run an organization of any kind? I see. God, it sounds like my phone's going off, but I have no idea what's going on. I hope it's nothing important. Heart of the Cards isn't a real strat, unfortunately. Heart of the Cards is, goddamn, you better hope that luck remains on your side all the way through. Gotta have faith that the luck of the draw is always in your favor. But yeah, other than Laplace's Demon, I don't think Heart of the Cards is gonna work. But hey, I guess that makes Yugi Laplace's Demon. Yay. Isn't it nice to actually see frozen waterfalls on the frozen, like... Oh, you've got to be kidding. Interesting that the Saint statue is here. Wait. I'm technically in combat still? Okay. Gosh, you're a pain in the ass, so we're gonna kill you. Stupid slug golem. There we go. Look at that damage, chat. My man was like, I didn't even get up yet. Why you gotta do that to me? Alright, so let's see. America statue, OG, and then America Paulo to summon. Where are the, why are there two of them? And what even, are they? Oh, you mean the golems here, I man? They seem to be golems that suspiciously, remind me of the fire giants with their fell god on the face. Ow. Well, the whole point of the show is to sell merchandise. It's going to be corny to the max. Yeah, it's like Transformers and stuff, right? Like, not to insult the Transformers fan base or stuff, but at least the original series were not designed to be, these masterpieces of, storytelling. They were meant to kind of be cheesy and silly or whatever, right? Not saying they didn't have their emotional moments, but I'm just saying that, like, they weren't designed for that. They were designed to sell toys. First and foremost. And so they had to come up with new ways to add as many new, Transformers each episode that they could. Whoa, a rare Mikola Lily. The whole plot could actually just be explained by Yugi being a sleight of hand master. Yugi just cheats. Best explanation. No one could legitimately win as much as he does. Not with his deck. Ah, well, that's another to add to the farming pile. You're a meanie, Mr. Giant. The problem is that this is an enemy that isn't really well conduced to me shooting a bunch of magic at it, but we'll try this time. Maybe Stars of Ruin will really build up. What's the best sorcery for building up posture meter? I have to imagine it's ones that hit a lot like Stars of Ruin, right? Maybe a melee weapon like Karian Slicer, but that's the only thing I can think of. Let's test it on you. Yeah, it's not breaking. you're here, sure. Probably rock sling. Yeah, rock sling. We might have to add rock sling back into the lineup then for this. But to be fair, it's just this section with these guys, and then we get through them, and we're good. So, God, I love how hitting the feet are better than hitting the chest. Oh, shit! That range. All right, let's add rock sling to really quickly get through this. Speaking of spells, the Stellar Quest gives you the best spell for big enemies. Oh, Selen's Quest. We have to do Selen, we have to do Ronnie. We have so many sorcerers that I have been neglecting because I've just been wanting to explore the world and do my own lore analysis. No, let's add rock sling first. Let's do that first and foremost. What's a spell I'm not going to really use in this situation? Oh, wait. Hey, Melina.
Think not of the kindling.
Okay.
I shall see to that.
Okay, sure.
All I ask of you is to make the journey to the snowy mountain tops of the giants, far above the clouds.
Melina.
I'm asking you to commit a cardinal sin.
Melina.
But it must be done to reach the path beyond. And that
I think that ship has sailed, girl.
is the path I wish to travel. What is your mind?
Yeah, Ronnie's Quest has some exclusive areas. That's why we have to do it. I want to make sure I cover everything I can and see it for myself.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment.
Sure.
Share them with me.
Okay, so basically I should farm for everything because I have about like 100 and something K close to a level up anyway. You're locked out of that one guy's quest as soon as you reach mountains. He gets taken by Shibriri. Yamura, right? Was it Yura or Yamura? Pretty sure it was Yamamura or something. Whatever. Either way, his quest is done. Like, I'm pretty sure, right? We just had the thing at the church. Right? Like, we had to kill his partner or whatever. And I think we did that, I recall. Oh, no, you Fine, whatever. I was so distracted by Melina. I didn't add right rock sling. Whatever. Oh, of course. Wait, what? Hello? I feel cheated. Like, what the fuck was that? Whatever. You just kill Eleanor and it's done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already did that. It's either that or my Confessor which did that. I can't remember which playthrough. But I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Yuria shows up on mountaintops too. Yuria? Wait, there's a Yuria? Oh, Yura. Oh, that's the guy. Okay, yeah, I'm like Yamamura, Yamamoto, Yamada. No, it's Yura. Gotcha. Of course. It's all... Man, the range on this is cancer. Can we please revert it to its original range in PvE? You can keep it like this in PvP, I don't care. But this is absolute cancer I'm dealing with. Being just slightly out of range so often. Alright, get over here. Hey, buddy. Buddy, over here. I need you to break this statue for me. Shabir, he's piloting a Yura meat mech by that point. Oh. Wait, you didn't break that? Man, your hitbox is not what I thought it would be. Yeah, your hitbox is not what I thought it would be. I just went through your sword when you were doing that swing. Just gonna take that smithing stone from the smithing stone? Oh. I can't do it on top of you. Okay, good. Again, let's just have this noted. Yeah, let's note this as that. The fact that we find random statues like this in the area sometimes, like, where is it? There's one here in Stormvale on Storm Hill, right? There's one here. Oh, yeah, I use this symbol, so let's fix that. Oh my god. Perfect. Anyway, so, like, we find them in so many random locations that it's making me think, okay, there has to be, this saint statue might actually predate, the Banished Knights using it, and actually go back all the way to the ancient civilization that made these golems. And the golems seem to be modeled on the giants, which suggests the ancient civilization was contemporary with the fire giants entering the mountaintops, which would also be around the same period that the Nox are going underground. And it would also be, which would make sense, because the Nox have to go underground after the dynasties fall, so it could be the ancient civilization and the dynasties fall, and then the Nox get banished underground after that. And on top of that, you have this idea that this, there are these really, really old civilizations that existed on here a very long time ago. Yes, write them angry letter, lol. Shabiri is kinda king in yellow Hasta. Yeah, I suppose there might be some elements of that with the whole Mad Flame thing going on and stuff. Madness! Reminder, I lost like 100k too, so... Again, I just gotta farm, like, everything. I'll just be farming, like, all my levels up to 70 at this point. There's a... Yeah, there's a dragon we have to fight here, right? No fog. That's nice. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh. I didn't know that Comet Azur had a range, or was I just really, really, like I hit, like, between his wings or something? Or were the golems small after the fell god, not the giants? You think the fell god might have also been a giant man with with a face on its belly? I didn't consider that, John. Let's think. Yeah, the problem is, we know the giants seem to move from... So, like, the giants have, like, astrologer stuff, right? In Caelid, right? There's the giant astrologer thing here. Like, right here. So and I think there's like another one somewhere along the west here. But anyway, the point is that they have some giant astrologer stuff, so they're doing stargazing. And apparently that stargazing led them to get some contact with the fell god, but it seems that like the human astrologers, they decide they need to take over they need to move up into the summits in order to get proper contact, or better contact. And they push the dragons out. Which has me just kind of wondering, if that happened super, super long ago, and yeah, no, it has to be the giants themselves, because the giants. So the Japanese might leave slightly more ambiguity, but let's just go with the assumption that the giants were in fact the inventors of smithing, right? Like Farmazula has like forged iron weapons and stuff, but that occurred after the giants had already invented it, and then they sort of adopted some of those smithing principles to forge their own unique weapons based on their own ancient cultural principles and stuff like that, right? In that case, the giants would have to already exist by this point, then on the mountaintops by the time the ancient civilizations are coming to be. Oh. Alright, let's see if I can do this, chat. Wait, the hell? Am I just out of range of him every single time? That is so obnoxious if true. The fire golems don't have a face on their belly, I don't think. They don't have a face, they have like a furnace thing, but that's obviously very much a convenient parallel to the fell god face that the actual fire giants have, right? So the ancient civilization isn't that ancient? No, it would be ancient. Because we have to understand, the only time that the term ancient times, it literally uses the kanji for like great or big and old or ancient. So it's the idea that it's not just like, oh, it's not just old times, it's great old times, right? So it's the only time that basically, I think Miyazaki ever in any of his FromSoft scripts are really trying to highlight that this is ancient, ancient, ancient. Like really long ago. It's not just, oh, it's, you know, some time ago at some period earlier in history that we vaguely have an idea of, but can't really clearly define, right? And he uses a lot of like weasel terms like that, so he can get away with not having to clearly like create like periods of history for us to easily decipher. But in this case, the Nox going underground and the fire giants going up to the mountaintops are the two times that this word for ancient times is used in the entire Elden Ring script. So we know that these two events are incredibly ancient. Now, for comparison, events before and during Godfrey's reign are referred to as the Old Age, which is a very vague thing. It just tells us, you know, like some time before, I guess, the current age, right? But that's a very vague word, right? It's the same term used for the Age of Ancients in Dark Souls, where it's like, okay, there's the Age of Fire, which we're in now and which is relevant to us and everything, and then there's the Age of Ancients, the Old Age that came before the Age of Fire, and like we'll just like briefly go over that, right? Like, so it's a very vague term, and it doesn't really define things as much as we might like. But the Ancient Times does, and that is something where it's like, okay, gotta figure out when exactly all this stuff is happening relative to each other. I'll accept that. What? Are you kidding me? Whatever, you're dead. Whatever, you are dead. That's all that matters. No more scales gonna be used to make some hand axes anymore, you bubbed. The face that the fire giants have produced fire from, it's like the golem's engine, not inspired in shape, but in a kind of function. Grammar's a little weird there, Platy, but yeah, I get what you're basically saying. Yeah, the face that the fire giants have is very similar to the golem's fire engine, I guess you could call it, in their torso. So it's like, there's a direct parallel there. So it would make sense that the ancient civilization, who presumably made not only those bridges we see, right? So not only did they make these like 3 bridges, this one's broken, but they would also presumably make the giants, the giant golems that are along this river. It would make sense if they were modeling them after the fire giants, and then that spread across their entire civilization. Because keep in mind, we know they have they had a presence here in the plateau because of this. Which, by the way, I still haven't done all this in the plateau. Oh my goodness, what have I been doing this whole time? We haven't done that. They surprisingly don't have a lot of influence showing here. Like, I can't think of any of those. Like, maybe the Divine Towers, assuming they made those towers. But other than that possibility, I don't think we see much in ways of their ruins. So it's really just here, this connection point between Altus and Liurnia. Then there's Limgrave, and we know we see tons of them. Like, there's the High Road Cave here. We've gone over before how there's this giant super highway that connects Limgrave to the Weeping Peninsula. There's like more of these that goes all around the side, then cuts through here, and seems to have been heading to where Morn Castle is now at one point. There's like bridges here, stuff like that. So we know that like they had they stretched here and here up to here. Then we lose track of some of their stuff, I think, on this eastern side for the most part. But then again, when we get to Caelid, then we know that there's all these ruins here, which all basically are a highway leading down to about this spot here, which is where we find these same ruins. Let me remove this stuff now because we don't need this. To find these same ruins, indicating that there was some kind of staircase or lift or some sort of structure that would lead you underground and thereby connect this ancient civilization above ground with the ancient dynasties underground. And like I said before, we see how the Nox built on top of the ancient dynasty ruins, right? Like they're very much directly connected in that regard. So it's very clear that the Nox, who again are also described as having gone underground in ancient times. So we're talking about a general period here where the giants take over, the ancient civilizations thrive, and then the, which would make sense because, again, if the ancient civilizations learn smithing from the giants then, and that's how they start making all their great stuff with, like, iron and all this, iron and stone and all that. And then later, the Nox seem to betray, they get screwed over and are forced underground by them. By the Greater Will. Why is this here? Like, what? Why is this? I do not know why that's there. Anything else I should be concerned about? No, nothing else underground. Okay. If I recall correctly, there's a giant goalie guarding the Einsel River Well elevator. I know there's them here in Caelid. The problem is that it's clear that some of the giant golems have been repurposed. Like we see them in Lane Dell and stuff. Like there's 2 guarding the way over here, but it's obvious that there are some golems, like there's obviously the 2 that are here at the Dectus. It's obvious that they get repurposed and stuff, right? Like Shaded Castle, we have the head of House Murray. Is it Malay or Murray? I forget which one the localization went with. Stupid millennia puns. But anyway, House Murray, I assume it is. Got one of his golems to experiment on because he wants to make a golem of millennia. Dude's a creeper. And then like there's a few, I think, somewhere around here, but whatever. Point is that there's a lot of people who have like taken advantage of the ancient civilizations destruction to use their old tech for themselves. I mean, like, oh, we'll just take your golems. There's our small graveyard for this first Church of America. Like, imagine being like, well, we're gonna build this holy site where the great America once spoke. And then we shall wait for pilgrims. And then America's like, yeah, the land is still forbidden. No one visits to receive their sacred blessings, except maybe a few fire monks every now and then. You know what, since I have so many runes, let's actually quickly do a little farming session while we continue to chat. Marais, French for swamp, I think. Well, that's funny. But but on that note, again, when I say like a pun on millennia, I mean it's a pun on millennia. Marais is the name for Malay Marais, and it's literally just millennia's name, but with an added stress on the end. So it's like it's not millennia, it's not millennia, it's millennia, right? So it's like Marais. So yeah, it's a joke name. It's a complete and utter joke name for the Millennia Simp. And localization just tried to hide it by, like, making it, no, one's called, the last name's Murray, and the other name's Malay. Completely different. What was the first complex life in Elden Ring? I think it might be the Giants, but we're gonna have to look into that more. With the association with the Giants and the Stone, I think they were literally formed from the Earth. And they were made, like, they are at least, like, the first dragon, whoever that was, Placidusax or whoever, was the first entity that was, like, basically formed out of the earth and became the first life form. That's my perspective. And a person who sells ore apparently made it there. Someone sells ore? Trying to think. Do we have any merchants there, or am I thinking something else? What was the first? Okay, how swamp is different from marsh? No, I don't think there is a difference. At least I'm not off the top of my head. They're pretty synonymous, I think, man. I think marsh I might think is a little more sticky than a swamp. Like a swamp I might think is a little more watery, but that's about it. I really don't think there's any meaningful difference between the two. Oh, the bell bearing outside the church. Ah, I see. There's a bell bearing hunter here, huh? All right, let's get rid of my runes here then, and then we'll do him. Good to know. So there was a merchant there that sells ores, or at least someone who mined ores, but there's no tunnel in the area. Most interesting. I wonder if they took it from the Giants, maybe, and wasn't they actually mined it personally or not. Very interesting to think about. Dang it. I messed up the angle. I was like, that angle is wrong. Well. Too lazy to go all the way back. Just let the loading screen do it for me. The Marais is a historic district in Paris, France. Good to know. I actually don't know if that would be spelled the same, by the way. I imagine if it's pronounced... usually Japanese translates French pretty straight with its transliteration, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a similar spelling. Alright. Man, I miss when I could get a whole string of them in one shot. What's a bayou? Also a swamp. Bayou, I think, is more American slang, as far as I recall. Could be wrong about that, though, but I generally only hear it used in the Deep South. Of the continental U.S., I should say. There we go. Oh, whoopsie. Dang it. I thought I could get that off before he hit me. Back, what lore biz did we find out? We were talking about we were possibly on the precipice of discovering a solid timeline on a bunch of events in ancient history. Don't want to do that quite yet. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, that killed you both. I was not expecting that. We were talking about the lore of marsh versus swamp versus bayou. Yes, very important. Very important lore discussion there. Alright, I think that's enough farming, right guys? I think that's enough. The Zamor runes have a bell bearing 3 that sells smithing stone 5 and 6, the ones that are said to be mined at the foot of the Erd tree. Oh. I have to look at the smithing stone stuff. Because I thought the lore text was generic for all of them, but now I clearly know that the more advanced ones actually do have some lore that I need to look up. And actually pay attention to where you find them and use all that information. Yep, 2 more. I think that's fair for everything that we had to give up. Because what was that, like... Yeah, 340k, so minus the 120. So that's 220? Yeah, that's about right to what we lost. We lost like the 100k plus the 60k plus like another 40k, so it's like all works out. So I got back everything I lost both on and off stream, and now almost there, chat. So we covered here, covered here, we covered all the way around here. I don't think we covered this side, though, with all the stupid prawns, so... Sadly, the somber smithing stones sold by the bell bearing at the church have generic text. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's get the bell bearing hunter out, then. Oh, or was it just this corpse of a guy, and this guy's the bell bearer? I guess we'd had to kill a hunter for that. Speaking of, I have some night cavalry I realize I need to kill. I think there's like... I don't know if I think I got the one in Weeping Peninsula, but there's one in Caelid, I think. And one in Dragon Barrow. The big ones are Scales of Placidusax, I think. Yeah, I know the final versions had, like, relevant lore text, but I didn't realize the ones in between did. I thought they were all the same. Oh, well, I guess we'll just enjoy a nighttime stroll through here. What? Alright, you got me. You got me. I was completely bamboozled. I'm like, oh, that one's an easy one to ambush, and then the other one just fucking jumps out right next to me. Ah. Woman! Why are there so many women dying in the river? Did they just throw you in the lake and drown you? What's going on here, ladies? Why are you all dead? Darn, I can't aim from up here. Oh, or can I? Oh, you have... I'm gonna say this right now. This game and its ranges are stupid. Ignore the fact that I've been basically ignoring boss fights with a self-delete button that is common to Xur. The fact that I don't have infinite range to use all my spells from a safe distance at all times is clearly the problem here. Really? The second one's not going to pop up now? Okay. Okay, sir. Whatever you say. They're all witches, so they got chucked in the river. Honestly, probably accurate. We can't afford to have any more intelligent women. As a common Xur user, I feel called out. Hey, Pot Guy. Are you new? Welcome on into the chat, if so. Otherwise, I'm sorry I forgot about you. My memory. It's so shit. I think the jellyfish remember things better than me. I thought that someone said the jellyfish are the ghosts of children. Oh, of children, you think? I always was assuming women, because it was always women that were named, but children might be the answer. I'm gonna have to think about that, Xavier. Ophelia issues. all these explanations for why the women are chucking themselves into a lake and apparently dying. I'm a lurking lurker who lurks, no worries. Ah, okay, good. My memory hasn't reached to new lows yet. Don't forget rock sling. I don't think we're gonna need it. Are we, Platty? Have we, do we have any more giant golems we'll have to deal with soon? I think those guys down there in the valley were the last ones, right? I hope so. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna need to add probably rock sling because I don't want to deal with those guys again. I don't want to have to, like, shoot a million stars of ruin. Ah, there we go. Golden Rune 11. I think the only named ones are two little girls, so it can go either way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to consider that, though. I didn't even consider the possibility of their age playing a role. But I guess that makes sense. Now that I've seen it, it's like, yeah, those are two little girls. The graves are clearly for two little girls. They're named both as women, so, like, the age might be the factor. Gonna have to... Oh. One of you. Oh, I guess that's the best chance, huh? Dang it. Ah, no, wait a second. What am I thinking? The best chance is this. Seppuku! Seppuku! Hawaii! No one's gonna get that reference. Oh, I was making a joke about memory. Darn it! I forgot the context to the joke. That's how bad my memory is. Gosh darn it. Platty, why you calling me out like this? I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Why is there this here? Let's quickly look here. Nice Guy said the jellyfish were children. I tend to agree with that. I see. I'm gonna have to again. I have not considered the age at all. I was looking purely at the gender. I figured it was gonna be some sort of Miyazaki. Oh no, women are special, so they turn into jellyfish as spirits or some shit. But it might just be no. Miyazaki's like, no, children are special. They turn into jellyfish. Which means I'm gonna now have to put a new filter on every jellyfish spot and start thinking in the realm of, if these are all children, what would be the story here, and does that make sense in all these cases? Nope. Out. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. We can be definitely sure that the golems are products of the ancient civilization. Because High Road Cave has a boss of the giant, like deep into the ruins there, has a giant golem as a boss. So yeah, we can definitely be sure of that. Again, I'm not so sure about the Divine Towers. That stuff I feel like there could be a case that the giant golems that we find, like, up there in Limgrave at least, were repurposed. I could definitely see that being an argument. What am I looking at? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. No, I actually don't, apparently. Yeah, nope, not at all. No idea why I placed that there. Might be an accident. Oh, wait, I just saw something. I know someone mentioned this to me. Oh, no. Not the death part. Oh. Wrong flask! Stupid skeleton snake snails. Anyway. Where is it? Yeah. Someone mentioned this to me, how some of the rocks have a different texture. Yeah, it looks more reddish. Almost looks like rust. I'm not sure if that's iron, but I'm not familiar with iron ore deposits. Fair, FromSoft does the female focus thing. Yeah, exactly why I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's women and not... children just didn't even enter my mind. But that might be just my bias. I've been working on so many of these games where women are, like, have something special about them. That, I was blindsided to the idea of the other factor, their age. But that's been corrected, so we will have that filter ready in all future cases. Again, I don't know why this is here, so I'm going to remove it. I'm sure future Loki will be very mad at past Loki for this, but that's future Loki's problem. There we go, right on cue. Giant ghosty. It feels like it's here, but somewhere else. So, like, maybe lower down. No, that's way... Oh, wait, I think I see him. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, it was over more to the left. Oh no, the moon has disappeared. A great hood. Oh. Hood far larger than the head. It's meant to cover a burial shroud of sorts for those who discover at long last the truth they sought. Oh. Yes, surely this is the moon that young Renala gazed upon. So this artist is a member of the village, most likely. Okay, thank you, sir. So a member of the village. Who went to Castle Sol, because I think that's where we found the portrait, right? Let's go this way. Yeah, I mentioned the iron ore. Yeah, Xavier, you did. That was a very good point. I was like, oh, interesting. Oh, look at that, our merchant friend. Did you have anything that will make me not want to kill you? Yeah. Oh, whoopsie, no. Rejuvenating boluses. Eh. Knight banished from his motherland. That's fitting. Lightning Great Bolt. I wonder if this is supposed to be a reference to the Banished Knights, at least in an abstract way, and now it's like, oh yeah, Tarnished are also coming here or something. Or were coming here before Morgoth got pissy. Why would you buy these? I already have... How many do I currently own? After going through and using like 2 or 3, and I still have 7. Holy hell. When do I get my 4th talisman pouch, by the way? Oh, no, wait. I did. Yeah, I did, because I have 4 already. Okay, yeah, so I get 1 by default. Okay, perfect. Sorry, sir. This poor man. Yes, run, you stupid mule. And you can join your master in death. There we go. That problem solved. Alright, so we covered this pretty extensively, chat. Let's go back to Volcano Manor real quick and see if Tanith has anything for us. Was Redmane built by the BK? I think yes. My conclusion is yes, Adolphus. So here's my general take when it comes to the post-rebellion at Stormvale. So Stormvale rebels. They finish construction on the castle as like their own and all that, right? They then start spreading and securing their domain. So again, this is done during the Dragon War. So they start making churches of Dragon Communion. You have this normal one here, and then you have this cathedral here. They start extending south and they build Morn Castle. They extend east and they build Fort Height. They extend east here. They have the Saints Bridge built. They connect up with Sunwater Village and continue to go onward into Caelid. There they build Fort Gale, Port Feroth, closer to Far Missoula, of course. They may have settled into the Keelam ruins. Again, that may have been like a settlement they had established there. And then I already mentioned the cathedral, and then finally, of course, down south they have Redmane Castle. And then they also seem to build the Celia Gateway, because the Celia Gateway is also the same gateway used here. It's Stormgate. In fact, do we have any other like gates that are worth pointing out on the map? Like any other like landmarks that the game highlights? I don't think so. No. Dectus. There's none here. Again, there's Shaded Castle. Now, I didn't include this in my original analysis. I didn't even think of Fort Lyde. I fixed this now. Fort Lyde has now been added to the little analysis there. So it looks like this increases the chances that Mount Gelmir was part of Assault by Godfrey at one point. So it's like they capture Wyndham, then they move on through the Seething River, right? So this boiling river, they cross through, end up at Fort Lyde, capture Fort Lyde. The only other thing to do here is to like go through the lava and get to the Hermit's shack and all the hermit stuff, but like don't care. So then 9th Mount Gelmir campsite. God, I was wondering if I was reading that wrong in the Japanese. I was like, no, okay, there really is a 9th campsite. Gotcha. I was like, where are the first 8? Volcano. I was like, that has to be a typo or something, right? Like, that just seems so random. Road of Iniquity, no. So yeah, they capture Fort Light, and then they probably try to make some assault on the Mount Gelmir proper, but then the snake basically appeased them, basically agreed to become a vassal. And so I was like, okay, so that's not a problem anymore. Then the snake betrayed them later on. What a shocker. He was biding his time. I don't know if they made these, all the lookout towers necessarily. That's an area where I'm vague on. Like, was this lookout tower made by, Banished Knights? Or was that, like, a later thing? This tower was probably Banished Knight, because it has a backdoor teleporter back to the fortified manor, right? Through here. So you can get into the garden, and they could recapture their fort from within, and then mount assaults on the capital, the unsuspecting capital from within. So, like, pretty genius plan if that was what they were going to go for. Again, emphasize the reason why Godfrey really needed to start his southern campaigns and deal with the rebellions. Had to squash them all and get rid of all the surviving Banished Knights across all this region, which resulted in him having no more enemies to fight, and thus did the Long March begin. But anyway, yeah, that covers all that stuff. Hello. Well, first, before we talk to you, because actually, no, we'll see.
I see that you stayed the path of champions.
Sure,
This
whatever.
is your usual reward. Please, take it.
Did you get to the end of the Manor Dungeon and get to the Rykard teleporter past the Egghead Snake Man? The Egghead Snake Man. Did you get to the end of the Manor Dungeon? I don't think I've gone to the end of the Manor Dungeon. Did we beat the Godskin Noble in that area? I don't think we did. I don't know if we've done much of Prison Town. I don't recall. We'll have to double check. Oh, cool. I got a Taker's cameo.
Perhaps you are ready. Might you see our Lord?
No, I want to talk to people first.
Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred
This is another boss fight I want to save for its own
treading
stream.
the path of champions.
No.
I see. Well, I cannot make you take the leap, but do know this. To follow the path of valor, an audience with our Lord is essential.
Sure.
In order to defy this debasement and rise up against the
Snake Man with an egg on his head. Nope, I've never seen that, I don't think.
Volcano Manor.
He casts hex spells, if I recall correctly. Nope. Oh, boy, I want to see this now. I guess we're going to be moving on to Volcano Manor for a little longer.
I had hoped you'd soon return.
I interrupted somebody, probably that guy, but who cares? He's a nerd.
Take it. It's yours, by right.
Oh.
Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
Sure. Whatever you say, buddy.
You're still alive, I see.
Well, yes, you just talked to me earlier. What were you expecting?
Well,
Until we meet again. I hope you were just sighing. There wasn't super dialogue I missed.
perhaps I am a fool after all.
Yeah, you kind of been an idiot.
It's worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied the name of my house.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know why you did it
Easy
either.
mark must have been.
I'll be honest. I don't quite understand your problem, babe.
Perhaps I am a fool after all.
But then again, maybe I value friends more than
It's
you.
worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied. What an easy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that'll lead you to like murdering Tanith or some shit. I'd have to be like, is there like a small picture frame on there? It's like, the bird tree on fire. What a beautiful sight. Where's good old Raya? Raya! Zoraya! Ow. Well. Hey, Patches.
Ah, hello. What impeccable timing. This is for you.
Oh, wow. Letter to Patches.
You're new here at the manor, but if you complete the request, you can improve your standing.
Somehow I feel like you're tricking me.
We're old friends. Time's come to pass the torch.
Dialos is a moron.
Go on, break a leg then. Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium.
Anything I want? Nope. Of course it's a missionary school. I probably noted that before, but I keep forgetting. And of course the horse crest wooden shield. That will never not be funny. She's in her special area in the dungeon now, I think. I think you'll need to find her for the rest of her quest, if I'm right. Okay, yeah. Let's start doing some of this stuff then. I don't see the church stuff here. Yeah, I don't think I've done the church stuff yet, so... I think there's still a lot of stuff we have to explore here with the prison town and all that. I think I have the shortcut, though, all settled. Yes, yes. Oh my god, guys, it's not Lothric. No Lothric royal family crest here. I'm sure if I look closely, it'll somehow faintly still be there, and they just overlaid the textures or some shit, but for now, FromSoft actually just changed it. Okay, yeah, the shortcut's been... I haven't gone there yet. I bet I have to go, like, through the church, and it'll be some weird back way. Knowing FromSoft, this will be some loop around. Again, I don't know how the hell I was able to walk on this right after it was lifted out of the lava. I would think that it'd be still way too hot, but whatever. I guess when it stops being red, it stops mattering. Man! I wonder if the feathers are supposed to remind us of not only birds, but also the flying dragons. So the idea is that snakes, much like in Dark Souls, it goes from ancient dragons to wyverns to snakes. Alright. Yeah, okay, I'm ready. There's gonna be a Godskin Noble here. I know it. Alright, let's kill him. Yep, he's dead. There we go. I don't want to deal with another one of you stupid shits. Noble's presence. Ah! Pretty sure she was standing in the one room in the back corner. Well, if so. Oh, is this the thing? Yeah, it's the thing, the serpents. A minion. I learned a new word in both English and Japanese. So this is just a snake skin, huh? I guess the question is, this has to be the snake skin for the Great Serpent, right? Yeah, this is the top of the head. It's just kind of folded around, right? So it looks like almost like an angel with a spread wings, but it's still just an ordinary snake skin. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Looks like shed skin on the altar. Yeah, definitely it's shed skin. If I do any analysis on the culture, the pagan culture that was up here, I'd probably call them the Eagle to match with the church. I noticed when watching some videos over the past year that a lot of analyzers seem to get really hooked up on the actual names here. Like, oh, there must be some in-universe lore reason, right, of why this is. There has to be a person called Eagle or something, right? When really, I think it's just the Miyazaki trying to create a clever, quote-unquote, clever reference to something in real life that you could vaguely connect to the place or the culture or whatever there, right? Like, all the light and daylight puns that are on the plateau, for example, right? And it's like, I think it's just supposed to be the name of the general culture or the person or just, again, the place. It's not really that big. Like Smotown's recent video on the small side stories, which again, I thought was an overall really great video, but I had a major problem with the Caelid stuff. I think he didn't consider a possibility of, you know, the Caelid dogs and crows being native to Caelid. They're not a product of the rot or anything like that. And then, or being like mutated by the rot or anything. And that these giant dogs and crows were brought as pets by the fire giants when they moved from the Caelid to the mountaintops. And then, of course, we see how they've been collared in more recent times. Well, they might have been collared by the fire giants, to be fair. But anyway, we see how these pet dogs and crows now are on these the summit here, almost like guard dogs and things of that nature. And so leads me to believe that they've just been repurposed by the Erd Tree Order. They weren't actually brought or imported by the Erd Tree Order. So that was a major issue. And then the smaller issue I had was like the focus on the meaning of Manus Celis and like why it was named such or anything. Whatever, like if we all agree that it's named that way for whatever the exact meaning of Celis for the presence of the two fingers there for Ronnie's questline, I don't think the name itself is significant to like its history or its place there. I think the cathedral could well predate the two fingers being there. It could be very easy that Ronnie just happened to move her two fingers to that location later on. A lot of red. Even the candle wax. Not a lot of items up here either, huh? Yep, just gonna do this. And then this comes up. I'll be honest, this feels like they just copy-pasted and retextured the basic cathedral from Irithyll. Kind of feels that way. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, well, I accidentally killed you. It's funny to use the glowstones there since the glowstones kill all the red. Is that so? That is funny. Eagle equals egg? Maybe. I have to double check the name, but I do recall someone also pointing out a connection to like some Celtic figure. I think it was Tarnished Archaeologist. I think, yeah. Yes, I think it was TA or someone I remember pointing out a historical connection there. But I don't think that it means that there was actually... I know someone else or someone had mentioned the idea of, oh yeah, there must be a person called Eagle. Maybe Eagle was like the father to, what's her name? The person who was like apparently gave birth to all the snake men or whatever. I don't think any of that is true. And gives things normal lighting, needs normal... Yeah, exactly. Like, I could just imagine, like, you have, like, all this red, normal stuff. In fact, let's do it right. Ah, no, I jumped down already. Okay, if I die and we go back up there, we'll try it. They assume it's the name of the snake. That's what I hear. Looks like there's a bunch of routes we can go that way. Is there anything else we can jump down, or is that basically our only option? I am loving the lava overall. Like, I wish it better flowed around, like, all this shit. But, like, everything else I like about it, so. If I had one complaint, is that it does have that bit of rigidity to the actual, like, stuff it's textured to. Oh. There we go. Just casually jumping out of lava. Don't worry, Chad, I'm fine. Nothing a good quick sip can't fix. Oh. Well. That was stupidity. Yeah, TA pointed out the Eagle is some old Baltic goddess that had some relevance to snakes. Yeah, and I think that's all it is. I don't think it's necessarily the name of any particular character or what. I think it's like, oh yeah, in their language it maybe means something. But, yeah. Like, really, the only time I really can think of where I was like, ah, yes, the actual names of stuff might be relevant is like Anor Londo and Irithyll. Anor Londo and stuff because Londo gets used obviously repeatedly, not just obviously you have new Londo and stuff like that too. And then of course really does just completely take away all the atmosphere, huh? And then Irithyll because there's a possible correlation with Ulasil. But those are like the only two instances. It really is one of those things where it's like they'll name something whatever, and it doesn't have like any necessarily lore consistency or significance. Just yes. Completely ruins the ambiance of this area. So the snake is likely no, God damn it, Adolphus! You now you're just trying to tick me off, huh? All right, let's. I won't succumb to your bait. Nice, I got all three of them. Oh, whoopsie. Actually, can you die fast enough this way, so. Alright, so there's really nothing down here, huh? Nope, only death. Gotcha. Red makes sense. How even Rykar's nasty screaming blaze covering your red nasty. Yeah, like again, I do like the art direction in this game has done really good with colors, right? Like you go to Volcano Manor and you get the feeling of red. You go to Altus Plateau and you get the feeling of yellow or orange. You go to Liurnia, you get that feeling of blues and greens, or rather mostly blues, but like then you get to Limgrave and like it just has this general like green vibe to it with all the grasslands. And then of course you get to Caelid and it's like this very deep dark red. All of it's very neat. I approve. Okay, so there's a shortcut. Wait, this is just the church. Did I forget a side route or something? Like, Duffa? Ow. You can keep going that way? Okay, then clearly I have to drop down. I thought that was a dead end, but okay, no. I can, in fact, continue onward. Let's do that. Oh. You dropped some smoldering butterflies. Aren't you guys sweet? Wait. The lava slugs drop smoldering butterflies? Okay, so either they eat them, or they really are products of fire. Oh, I see. You can climb up here, that's why. I didn't realize that. Okay, gotcha. Look at all this lava, and I'm somehow not threatened by any of it. I never thought I'd play it from... Oh my... You know what? You know what I said about being threatened? Of course it's designed to survive lava, of course. Huh? I'm glad you haven't used your range attack. Thank you. I'm glad you're just chasing me like this is a monster flick. Oh, yeah. So this is the top of the volcano, huh? Right? Yeah, this is where all the lava comes down from. I guess I could go that way, but no. That's death. That is glorious death right there. Thank God your pathing is shit. Isn't there more higher up that I'm missing? Yeah, I think there is. Oh no. Erd tree banners. Oh no, I think there might be a platforming version of this you can go down that'll give you different items. Oh no. Please just drop all the other guys down here. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting normal Karia servants, to be honest. I thought you would all be tortured. Sir, did you just try to attack a sorcerer with sorcery? Biggest mistake of your life. Look at that, a cage. How sweet. Keeping you all comfy with your own mattress and everything. A missionary. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that that's what happens to missionaries when they come to this place or get dragged here. Really shouldn't be surprised, huh? Which one did I pick up? Well, whatever it was, it had nothing I wanted. Let's see. Fun fact, in New Game Plus, the lava doesn't slow you down at all and you can run through it. That is a very weird detail. It's behind a stone sword key, and I wouldn't really call it platforming. Ah, I see. The butterfly are also around the beginning of the mountaintops of the giants without fire around. Oh. Ooh. Without any fire around at all? But they're just floating there? Yeah, then maybe they were born from the sparks of the embers we see flying around the summit. Because we're right next to the summit, right? So there should be, like, embers and stuff in the air. Well, I guess we're gonna miss this if there's a stone sword key for that, so... Oh, look at you. Darn it. Oh, you cute little snake man. Trying to waddle over here with your shield up. Adorable. Now die. Probably should have waited. It's a holy proof liver. You made the observation. Yeah, none of it is going to be any good for me. Don't care about all your little tiny mini buffs. I'm going to die in one hit anyway. Okay, we go here. Isn't it convenient how some of this lava decided it would dry? So I can platform? I really appreciate it doing that. Yeah, I should have opened this shortcut first, and then we could have done the platforming down. Oh well. Ah! I'm gonna have to get used to that. This is gonna be every... Oh! Well... Would you look at that? I can't remember if TA mentioned this detail. He probably did. But I don't recall these dragon banners being here before. Then there's the Erd tree thing. This wouldn't be a very Norman-style building, though, would it? The Volcano Manor. I have to look at the larger architecture and layout of this place now. Hey, yeah, you go back to being normal textures. Yes, cower and Why is your head exploding? Huh? What did they do to you, man? The fuck? God, that might even be better than what I was doing before. Oh. Stop it. Holy hell, it does damage too. Yeah, no. I don't want to deal with that. Thank you. I mean, if you're gonna make it that easy. Oh wow, only one? Okay. A commoner's headband. Well, there's the rest of the town. Admittedly, these towers are very angular, so there is something like that to the Banished Knight design, but I'm not sure if these spires fit in with the Norman/Romanesque architecture that the Banished Knights typically use. So if so, they're being a little creatively loose here. Random room, okay. Oh, that it? Okay. What? Nope, I'm dead. I was not prepared for the snake out of lava. I'll be honest, that wasn't on my bingo card. Their wiggles are their best quality. Yeah, I do love their animations. The snake men in this game are quite cute. Yes, they are. Let's see. The Temple at Music stands for sheet music. I guess they sang there. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if those are music stands per se. It could also be stands for scripture and stuff, right? Like, see all the pages on the floor? You could easily have that be there where it's like, okay, read along with the hymns or the prayers or whatever, right? So I don't know if it was necessarily, like, proper, like, songs or anything like that. I guess hymns you can sing, in, right? That was their original use, if I recall, so maybe. Anything else to add here? Nope. Oh, no, wait a second. There's a side route right here. I don't need to do all this shit. What am I wasting my time for? Had a slight slow. It feels like my frame rate is taking a slight hit when we're going through some of this stuff. The serpent is eagle. Damn you, Adolphus. Oh, wait. There's a second route. What's this? Exploration! That's it? Just one guy sleeping on a mattress? Stone sword key. That's it? I guess this was the stone sword key, man. I thought you meant we would use a stone sword key, but I suppose not. Oh, no. Alright, let's get our runes back, and then we'll go through the back way. Ah, I see them now. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, You piece of shit. Oh my, your auto aim is absolute bullcrap. Like, what the fuck? Damn. The lack of momentum is what I find most obnoxious about this lava. It's not the damage. That is absolutely negligible. To think, this tiny little stream releases so much lava. The room was Leia. The random room was Rhea's room for later in her quest. Gotcha. So this is where we'll find her next time. That makes sense. It kind of has that weird feel. Like this feels kind of random, how they set this up. How do I get over? I think I need to go a little bit further, and I'll get to that loop around point I mentioned. Nah, Igle is just a weird name based on the word egg. Yeah, I gotta look at the Japanese for that. See if there's any like egg puns, or if it actually does connect to the goddess that TA mentions. Man, the best way to dodge. Just walk in front of them. Oh, whoopsie. As I've said before, this is all too easy. Oh, I didn't charge it all the way. What the hell? You had a whip and a sack? I can't wait to find this egg sorcerer that I've been told about. And just be absolutely mesmerized by this stupid snake wearing an egg on its head. We're back into the manor part of Volcano Manor, I see. Oh, is this the door to Patches? This is not the door to Patches. Okay. Uh-oh, frame rate's starting to dip a little. There's another room, not just that little random room. Okay, I'll go back and check, Platy. What did they do to you, nobles? Man, serpents, ashes. Gosh, chat, I wonder who's buried here. I do find it funny that they use, a standard corpse with a sword for this, man-serpent. Ah, and that's Rykard wearing the official set with the blue robes. That's cool. He takes up the duty of, doing the torturing, execution, other unseemly work. Would have been cool if there was like a portrait of Tanith opposite this, but... Woo! Alright. You win. I was like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, oh, I see. You're waiting for your backup. Gotcha. It's Egle! Now that's Egle. Eagle. Alrighty. That's the boy. The perfect defense to magic. Lava. Oh, wow, you're a one-shot, too. God, does everything just die in one shot to me? excuse me. I've been reliably informed that there's another room I'm missing, so. It's not an illusory room. Ah. No, I've been here. I've already done this. Now this it can't be the room. You died before you could see Eglay. I don't even know if that's how the... I don't even remember if that's how it's pronounced in the Japanese. I'm just gonna say Eglay now because everyone is making that joke. I like it. It's why the snake men were hiding. Ah, I see. Gotcha. So it's over here. I'm actually gonna try this, see if this works better. Ah, I see. This is why. No! Get away from me! Oh god, no. No, you demons! Chat, I never should trust you. Also, can you please stop, Mr. Basilisk? You're gonna kill my frame rate. I can't render lava and your smoke shit at the same time, apparently. I clearly need to upgrade my graphics card at this juncture. Oh. This is unacceptable for streaming. Seriously, why are you here? There's no death bright. And this is the opposite of a moist environment. There's no humidity here. Except your own sweat. From all the perspiration. All that. Just for a somber smithing stone. I'll be honest, that was a bit random. Alright, let's go see Eglay now. Let's go see the real Eglay. Oh, that's the wrong one. The fuck? Alright, so we're back in the manor. But not the manor. Some hellish... Ow. God, that almost killed me, chat. I am so squishy. This is the problem with unlimited power. Let's go up this way. This time we'll head him off. Oh, look at that. Come on, require 2. Require 2. Yeah! Woo! Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're going this way. Let's go see Eglay first. Eglay! God. I swear, you guys come up with the best memes. Oh my god. He was just pretending. Oh, so it's not actually an egg. It's just his, like, snake sack is that big, right? Like the other guy? Or is it... Oh, neat. A new throne. Nothing really too special here. God, these arms are awful. You just sit here with your arms on your lap this whole time because you don't want to use those. This was not designed for comfort. Oh, no, no, no. Let's open the other door. Okay, this has to be to the door that Patches is guarding. Right, right. We're at the audience chamber, so this has to lead back to Patches. Right. God, the frame rate. I'm just waiting for the ambush of enemies. Gosh, how do I get over there? Woo. Ow. Darn, I thought he would interrupt you at least. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is awkward. Oh. Oh, I still hear more. I think it's safe to drop. Yeah, I want to say it's safe to drop. That's a lot of blood. Really? Really, Dung Eater? Here, too? Is there a place you haven't fucked someone over? I'm not risking a death here. There we go. Anyone else I should be concerned about up here? No? Good. Alright, we're not going to jump down quite yet. There may be something else here. Nope, that wasn't expecting that to work, but... So this is probably Rykard's throne? Yeah, it's probably the throne Rykard used while he was here. Well, I don't know if anyone used it before him. Like, again, if this manor existed before Rykard and the Erdtree Empire just took it over, then... There are Banished Knight spears, but I have to double check to see how often these spears are used, because I'm pretty sure they're used like generic spears at times. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of locations where we can rule out Banished Knights, and yet those spears are still, like, set up. So... Royal Knight's Resolve, huh? Well, sorry to be a Royal Knight, huh? Tanith, is this your room? Do you just stare at Rykard's picture all day? I'm just saying, it's a bit creepy. I mean, the rooms are already open. Come on, there has to be a door to Patch. Yes, come on, Patches. Patches, lead me to Patches. I never thought I'd say this, but I want to see Patches. Ah, yeah! We're free. Well, you missed it. You don't drop to the cages. That door you saw has a platform. You drop down to it. I see. Drop down to the right, not straight. Gotcha. No, that's Rykard's room. Wait, that's Rykard's room? Wait, you're telling me Rykard just stares at himself? Honestly, kind of checks out. Though it is kind of weird how he's like, ah, yes, I have a room, my room. It's a very tiny chamber right next to the torture room. So you have to go all the way around, it seems. Yeah, I have to do the platforming stuff that I already... So we're going to go down here, then back to the cathedral. Use the warming stone and he looks like a blonde. That might be the warming stone, though, making things super oversaturated, though, so I'm not sure if that's reliable. Do we have any, like, raw rips of the texture files? That would be probably the best way to be sure on how artistic we should be considering his appearance in this. That's the joke. Ah, I see. To be honest... Oh! Oh, no! I screwed up! Well, we're gonna have lots of enemies we'll have to kill again. Whoopsie. This is what happens when I jump. I was trying to open a menu, but instead I jumped like an idiot. Is that Rykard's actual face in those paintings, or a mask? I think it's his actual face for the just the plain one without any hoods or anything, but I think the one where he's got like a cowl over him, I think that's a mask like Tanith's. It looks a bit weird to be his real face. Like, it looks like there's like holes there, like eye holes and stuff like that. We do actually. It shows his skin and cloth and color of his jewelry, and for some reason he has beige blonde and not red hair. Clearly he got the America genes in the family. Alright, I'm gonna just ignore all the snakes. Oh. Who has a picture of your random wall scenery? Just saying. Oh. I did not realize you'd be coming down this way. Alright, so we go down the right, you guys said? Ah. Okay. That was safe. Alright, what's gonna ambush me from the skyline? I do not trust any of this. Uh-huh. Oh. I see. Ah, darn. I would love to see what's on the other side of this door. But I guess the game just didn't want to do that. Alright, so this should be a safe drop, right? Just in case. A rune arc. And the rest of it's the same. All the way down. Yeah, so we go there, to up the stairs to there, and then back here. Okay, yeah, we don't need to do any of this then. So I think that clears Volcano Manor, huh? Yeah, Zarias is here, so. Was it Eagle and Alban Orc turned snake? He did the same spell. That would be an interesting idea that the Alban Orcs could be turned into snake men. I am curious about the exact nature of the snake men's creation.
Won't you consider having an audience with our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit, treading the path of champions.
Nah, I'm not ready for him yet.
I see. Well, but do know.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, Zarias. Ah, there you are.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night.
Oh boy.
Entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me.
Oh my.
Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me?
Wait, are you telling me you didn't know anything about
I shouldn't impose, but
the town?
if you discover anything, would you please share?
How do you hide an entire race of snake men in your own manor?
Really? Oh, so there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king? What is this? I remember this scent distinctly. Funny, isn't it? I am certain of it. I was born inside this.
Didn't come from mommy.
Part of my birth, mother. You have my gratitude.
Wait, did she think the whole snake thing was just some weird condition?
I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith.
Like, did she really think, oh no, I'm a normal human?
To call her
Just happen to have this weird condition that makes me look like a snake.
this time from the bottom of my heart.
Good girl is ignorant of Torture Village inside her own, like literally right outside her own manor. Like she never looked out a window apparently. Actually, this place apparently doesn't have windows.
I want to know
Yeah.
one day.
We have a problem, Lady Tanith.
Won't you consider our Lord will... I see, but do know to follow the path in order to defy this debasement and rise up against the Erd Tree.
I got.
Like a true recusant of the Volcano Manor.
Listen, I'm putting this fire up to your face. Can we please?
Won't you consider...
Oh, fine, whatever. We'll do it real quick.
Yes. As it should be. Now, close your eyes for a moment. I will transport you to the Lord's chamber.
I'm glad we can just do that. Man. Must be really easy to infiltrate Lindell then. Why does Morgoth even bother with security?
May your visit be fruitful.
Snake is just really bad scoliosis. you reach there from an illusory wall. Yeah, we're here. Wait. Is this the only way you can get here? Huh. I think you'd be able to get here conventionally, and I just haven't taken the secret route through the volcano or something. But no, I guess not. I guess you have to do this quest line, huh? That's neat. Alright, Lady Tanith, will you please answer my prayer? Your daughter wants to figure out why she's not your daughter.
Won't you consider our Lord will...
Oh my god. Am I stuck in this?
I see, but do know.
Am I stuck doing this? Am I, like, unable to do anything? The teleporter also takes you there. The teleporter after Egghead gets you here. Ah, I see, I see. So you can also take that warp gate. So you don't have to do the quest line. You just have to explore enough. Gotcha. I don't know what we can do in here. See in a room now, I guess? Yeah, I guess. Oh. She's gone. I think? Oh no, maybe she's one room over. Oh. Yeah, she's not here. Okay. So now we go to her little cubby hole, right? So... weren't the serpents born from, well, when Eagle fed upon Rykard? She was laying eggs in the opening at Panic while she feasted upon Rykard. I'm pretty sure the mom is named something else, right? Like, isn't there an item we get? Actually, no, maybe it's from this quest line we get the item, but... we shall see. By the way, Rykard calls the serpent Aveline in cut dialogue, and because we have a temple with the snake skin, I'm just going to call her Eagle. Alright, yeah, the opening art shows the serpent laying eggs. Nah, Eagle is Egghead. Eggle! Excuse me. Raya, are you there? Oh, there you are.
It's you. I'm afraid there is something I must tell you. I was an unwanted child, born not of grace.
Wait, you're an Estelle?
Hideous ritual, something that can never be accepted. Not by men, nor serpents. Even Lady Tanith shouldn't accept me.
I don't know, there's a lot of snake men in this place.
Done so much for me, but I wish to ask one last kindness. Kill me, please. I thought that I feared nothing, but this, free me from this accursed frame. I know that you have done so much for me, but I wish to ask one last kindness. Kill me, please. I thought that I feared nothing, but this, free me from this accursed frame.
I see. Tanith? Tanith? We have a problem. Your daughter wants to kill herself. Tanith, do you have anything to say about this, or do I just gotta do the murder? Oh, no, you're this way. Can I talk to you?
Won't you consider
Oh,
our
my-
Lord? I see, but do know to follow them in order to defy like a true. Won't you? Our Lord will. I see, but do
Oh my
to
god.
follow-
I already answered you once. Well, I guess we gotta kill her, chat. Mom has nothing else to say. But that shall be next time. Alright, chat, we've gone on for long enough. Alright, we did a lot of exploring today. We got through basically everything except this part of the summit up here, and then this part. So what I think next time we're going to do is we're going to do this part of the summit. And then we're going to go back and do Selene and Ronnie's quests. And we'll save the Giant for some other time. Maybe we'll finish off the stream with Rykard. And then we'll do Giant and maybe farm Azula shit or something. Actually, let's real quickly do some Garant crap. You have to kill him, I guess, to get new dialogue. But doesn't, like, Tanith do shit if you kill Rykard? So isn't that a bad thing if I kill him? You don't have to kill her. Ah, I see. You can also just not kill her. So you'd be missing the Potion of Forgetfulness. Oh, so I have the option to either, like, void her memories or kill her. Does that change my quest rewards at all, or...? How ironic. Oh, shut up, Platy. Mm-hmm. Nice. There's even more? Are you sure? I gave you 3 of them. Like, where else could I possibly find Deathroot that I haven't found it already? Like, that's some crazy... That's crazy, my man. That's it? Okay, gotcha. Void memories, killer, or neither, and get good ending. I see. There's a good ending. You also get a different result. She actually gets over it and leaves you a nice little letter. Oh, that's cool. Gets over the suicidal tendencies. Who would have thought? But like I said, does it change your quest rewards at all? Like, am I locking myself out from some items besides the Potion of Forgetfulness or whatever? Which, again, I don't really care about. I know we have this to do, so let's do this real quick, too. The only good ending is the Babe Ronnie ending. Alright, guys, let's recognize a lord.
It's been some time.
Yeah, it is.
I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail.
Uh-huh.
I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds.
Oh, cool.
Again, I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady, but I remain the same woman underneath.
Uh-huh.
Though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me.
Oh, thanks. Casually giving me one of those.
Should you become Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden.
Thanks.
Farewell, fellow warrior. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight
Oh my god.
surely lie elsewhere.
Okay, so yeah, if she's talking about summoning the storm and all that, then yeah, she's taking the old Storm King, the Stormhawk King, and is gonna try to call forth his ashes and all. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Ah, nice to see you after so long.
Uh-huh.
Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nefeli is strong and just.
Uh-huh.
Worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood.
Aw.
I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine.
I might be your king soon, so... The potion and Raya leaves you Dedikar's woe. Okay, so we leave her alive and she'll give us Dedikar's woe. Yeah, Dedikar. I think Dedikar is the name of the woman that had all the kids, right? So I don't think it's Evangeline or whatever Adolphus was saying. I think that's just old cut names. Kind of like how Goldmask was once called Horalu. Gostok now has a new item in his shop, assuming you left him alive. I think I left him alive? I know I killed him in my Confessor playthrough, but... Nope, you're still missing your hand. Well...
You is it? Haven't seen your mom.
Where did she snag a Placidusac scale? That's what I'm wondering.
As you can see, I'm the new lady's attendant. Freedom was worth squat. Besides, I like it round here. Lady Nepheli still fair of heart and countenance.
Ah, I see.
Still, I have the lady's trust, so I can loot all the corpses I like. I'll let you take a look at the goods if you fancy.
Uh-huh, just leaving it all out there, huh? A bandit garb, gee. How ironic. Stormhawk feathers. You have another one of these stones? Where the hell are you all picking this shit up? Like, what corpse brought a freaking... It's like, well, you know, I'm just gonna casually visit with a Placky scale. And then I'm gonna get killed. Like, how? Then again, Nepheli, I still don't know how you own one. Okay, well, chat. I think we can call it here. Clearly. We have seen the end of this plot thread and the beginning of a new future. Well, you guys might be all serving skeletons or some shit by the time I choose my ending, because I'm really leaning on Fia, but that's your problem. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. It was great having you all. And now, I bid you adieu.